Hello, it's Dr. Amy coming to you for your lunchtime inspiring moment. Today is our Finance Friday lesson, our finance lesson. So today, I wanted to review some concepts with you, some finance concepts with you, and make sure that everybody's on track, right? Make sure everybody's on track and doing what they're supposed to be doing. So the topic today is, I just want to say to everybody, it's not too late to pursue wealth. It's not too late to become wealthy. I know a lot of people are probably surprised to hear that, but wherever you are right now, you can still work towards and get on this journey towards pursuing wealth. So I want to review some finance concepts with you today. And some of the main things is starting out is, how do you then pursue wealth or become wealthy? One of the main things is I talk about on this channel all the time on this is to save, to invest, right? In order to become wealthy, you have to grow your money. You have to find a way to grow your money, save to invest. So that's why I say beginning is so important, to have that budget so you can know where your money is going and start to saving first, making sure that you have that emergency fund, 3 to 6 to 12 months of emergency fund, so you don't have to go in the hole or go into the negative. And then start to invest in stocks and ETFs and different things like that, where your money will go up in value. So number one, save to invest. Another way is, of course, one of the biggest ways that we get to wealth in the United States, of course, is through business ownership. So each and every one of us should own some type of side business. There's just so many benefits to owning a side business. That's the way that you can generate some extra income for yourself. And I believe personally, I can only tell you my belief, I believe that each of us should have a side income. Doesn't matter how much money you're making, or if you feel like you don't make enough money, you should have a side business. Why? I've explained it so many times. There's just so many tax benefits, other great benefits. Your money can just grow so much faster when you indeed have and own your own business. And that's why that's one of the areas that I specialize in on the finance side, is helping people to understand that and helping them to start their own business. If you do not have your own, it can be something small, it can be something big, get on track to get that done. And owning your own business is so much more beneficial than having a second or a side job. If you're not too sure about that, go back and watch some of the other videos that I've put up. And if you want help with that, make sure and email me so I can help you to get your business started. So number one was save to invest. Number two, real estate ownership, so you can have an extra stream of income. And of course, the third one that I can't pass over is real estate. Owning real estate is definitely a way to build wealth here. And that's through real estate investment. You know, you can buy something small and live in it for 2 years and sell it and move into something bigger, live in it for 2 years. And the purpose of 2 years is so you don't have to pay that capital gains tax. But actually, I was speaking with one of my young mentees the other day, and she told me about a whole nother concept. She moved to Atlanta from Chicago, I think it was, and was sharing that she bought old houses for like $1,000, $5,000, slowly fixed it up and then sold it. And so you're getting, $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 at a time with real estate investment. Start small, or you can start big. I'm not saying you have to start small. If you have the money, you have it, then, invest in big things and grow your money. But save to invest. Start or run a side business, real estate investment. But then 3 others that I want to talk to you about today, which is really mastering and taking advantage of compound interest, tax favored accumulation, and then safe positive leverage, which is using OPM, other people's money. I was reviewing one of my all-time favorite book, and I'll put this in the in my post. It's called Last Chance Millionaire. It's Not Too Late to Become Wealthy by Douglas Andrew. This is one of the books I think I read long time ago when I was completing my master's degree in business, but it has some simple concepts, and I want to do a little chapter review of this book just so you can think about some simple things that we can do. So in this book, Mr. Andrew talks about how important it is to take advantage of those three things: compound interest, tax favored accumulation, and safe positive leverage. But he really uses some concepts and words that we understand. Like he uses it similar to flying a plane. When you're flying a plane, we know that that plane needs lift, it needs thrust, and some drag to actually get that plane up off of the ground and into the air. So he says that lift is similar to the compound interest. That's what he compares it to, and I'll tell you a little bit more about that. The thrust is the tax favored accumulation. The drag is the safe positive leverage and using other people's money. But what we have to also be aware of is the weight, which is that taxes and inflation. And that's why I said it's so important to own a business so you can take advantage of taxes. But listen to this, what he says in the book. Lift is the force of air flowing over and under the wings of a plane that acts on the wings to move it forward. Now, most planes have wings with a curved upper surface and flatter lower surface, and this causes air to move forward over the upper surface than it does on the lower surface. And this, he compares it to the lift to the power of compound interest. So whatever you have in your investing, that compound interest will help you to lift your money and take you to where you want to go to, get you there even quicker. The thrust, on the other hand, thrust is the force created by the engines and the propellers that pushes the plane forward. And the greater the power of the engine, the greater the thrust. So in order for the plane to fly, the thrust force must be greater than or equal to the drag force. And he compares this thrust to the power of tax favored accumulation. Tax deferred accumulation is a powerful propeller engine, but tax-free accumulation is like a more powerful jet engine. So tax-free accumulation, and this is where you can get through using life insurance policies where you can put your money in and have your money where you already paid taxes on it. So when you are 75 years old or whatever, you're not forced to take a certain amount. You can pull your money out and don't have to worry about taxes coming to bite you in the butt where you have to pay it. So the third thing then is drag, and drag is the force of resistance caused by the body of the plane that slows down its thrust or forward motion. So safe positive leverage using other people's money, OPM, is compared to the drag. So of course that's again talking about looking at real estate investment. When you learn how to use other people's money to invest in real estate. And not only that, think about it. Real estate is probably one of the biggest things where you can take control of, say, $500,000 piece of property, and you're only paying, just say if you're only paying 20% down, but you own and you manage that property. So my friends, I'm telling you, take advantage of some of these things. Save to invest. Start your own business, or if you have a side business, grow that business. Learn how to create extra streams of income. Own real estate. Invest in real estate. Take advantage of tax-favored accumulation. That is where you have something where you have tax-free. You pull that money out in 20 to 30 years where it's tax-free, and you don't have to worry about that tax coming, payments coming to bite you in the butt. And then OPM, where you can use, other people's money to invest in real estate. So those are some simple things that you can do. I say simple, but if you don't know how to do it, get some help, get a coach, get a mentor to help you to learn how to utilize these things. So it's so very important that we learn and we make changes and do things differently in reference to finance and financial education. We want to be literate in reference to finances and not illiterate. All right. So go back and listen to and watch some of the other videos and lessons that I've done. I do a finance lesson every Friday for you, just to educate you a little bit more on financial concepts. If you already know this stuff, great. I'm happy for you. Then you take the time to train and teach someone else. If you're not familiar with it, stop. Read a book. There are lots of books out there where you can learn. Continue to tune in here every Friday where I share another concept. But again, if you need a coach in this area to help you to grow your money, to build your wealth, feel free to reach out to me. I would be delighted to work with you as your coach. I'm Dr. Amy, and I am here to help you reset your mindset, develop your skill set, and get on board to live out all of the dreams inside of your heart. I am your personal development psychologist and your finance educator. I am here for you. So that's what I have for you this week. It's Friday, so have a wonderful weekend, and I look forward to seeing you right back here on Monday, my friends. Love, and I'll see you then. Bye-bye.